Good evening, guys. Today we have Varup here, who is willing to share his placement journey with us. So, hi Varup.
Yeah, hi guys, this is Varup. I'm from fourth year ACE in Shastra University. Basically, I'm from Anantapur, Andhra Pradesh. What else should I say? Okay, let me share my hobbies. I use a lot of I do a lot of gaming. I watch cricket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I don't have anything much to explain.
Okay.
So yeah.
What are you ambitious about, or your career plans, if any?
To be exactly honest, I'm thinking of doing my MS or MBA. I'll be doing MS in public relations or advertising, such kind of things, or else
Okay.
I might do MBA. I'm still thinking about it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, that's nice to hear. So, why don't you go ahead and share your company details in which you got placed?
Yeah, sure. See, I got placed in TCS Digital.
Okay.
I have a CTC of 7, but
Okay.
adding everything, we might go up to 7.6.
Okay.
Those are something which are to be clear. Like those 60,000 are to be earned by writing an exam and clearing it with 80%. So
Okay.
that's how it goes.
Okay.
So
It is
yeah,
like a variable pay.
kind of, yeah. It depends
Okay.
on the percentage you gain in that examination.
Okay. Okay.
uh, I had my like the placement process goes this way. First,
Okay.
you'll have an examination.
Okay.
Then, if you get shortlisted in that examination, you'll have an interview.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, for my interview, it was like three people in the same what do you say?
In
Same
a
panel.
panel. Yeah.
Yeah, same panel. One guy takes care about technical, one person takes care
Mm-hmm.
about managerial, and one person takes care about HR.
Okay.
So basically, it goes like technical guys might ask you a lot about C, CPP, or Python, any language you are strong at.
Okay.
It depends on your branch also. If you are
Mm-hmm.
from any computer science or IT based branch, you'll get a
Mm-hmm.
lot more questions in IT field, or
Mm-hmm.
else you'll get a bit lesser when compared to them.
Okay.
If it depends on your resume also, if your resume speaks more about your programming and all,
Mm-hmm.
maybe
They will
that
ask
gets
you more
added up.
questions in that.
Yeah, that gets added up and all.
Okay.
And the managerial guy is basically about check your spontaneity, like how can you manage in risky conditions, how can you manage in a pressure situation. That's all he
Okay.
checks. Like he'll give you scenarios, or he'll ask you some questions spontaneously, like do this.
Okay.
For me, it was like, as I said, I was a cricket fan. He asked me right then to commentate for 2 minutes or 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, the scenario was, if I'm a commentator, I have a match after 2 minutes, sorry, 2 hours. How
Mm-hmm.
you will start the proceedings and all. This was the
Okay.
scenario I got in my managerial.
Okay.
So this is how it goes, and or else he also asked me some core related questions also.
Okay. On your
Uh,
EC stuff, right?
yeah, you see stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
So the HR one was like, the questions were like, why TCS?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are you expecting from TCS?
Mm-hmm.
Such kind of questions. And some normal questions which are to be asked for everyone, like, are you okay with any shift? Are you okay with any location? Because TCS is a
Mm-hmm.
pan Indian company, like there are a lot
Yeah.
of locations on that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it for the interview.
Okay.
For me, I was strong in CCPP. I gave CCPP in my resume, so I got my questions in C and CPP.
Okay.
Basically, they were like intermediate stuff questions. They might ask to do a program, but
Mm-hmm.
luckily I didn't get that question. So yeah.
Okay. So can you be more specific in which kind of topics they were asking in C or C++?
If you're a Shastrate, I can tell you more precisely. You would have seen some questions in your CIS, or
Okay.
two more questions in your main examination.
Yeah.
It goes the same way. Like, what are the storage classes? Such kind of questions, and what are the data types? How many data
Mm-hmm.
types are there? Some kind of questions like that, and ask key values and all. It's,
Mm-hmm.
to be exact. If you are a Shastrate, it's the same questions how they ask you in CIS for 2 marks and all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they didn't go beyond that.
Yeah, no, nothing much more than that. If there's a code, yeah, they might ask you a
Okay.
code.
If they might ask you to code on a question.
Code right at that time. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. Congratulations. I'm
Thank
saying
you.
it late. But can you describe about the role that you are offered?
So right after the placement, you won't be sure about your role.
Okay.
It depends. It depends on the business unit you are tagged into. It depends on the this thing you are tagged into.
Mm-hmm.
So from like when we got into it, this was introduced this year, I guess.
Okay.
From till last year, I don't know this was there or not. But while we came into it, we were thrown into a community. We got quizzes for every business unit.
Okay.
The first business unit was enterprise integration. So
Mm-hmm.
we answered that quiz and we got pre-mapped to this business unit.
Mm-hmm.
So in the internship, they asked us to do stuff related to this, but
Okay.
we can be flexible. We can go to any other business unit if you like to after the internship, or else we can stay in the same business unit.
Okay. In
Uh,
this internship, they are primarily exposing you to a specific BU, and if you like that kind of work, you can proceed with.
you can proceed to it, or else you can
You could switch
change.
to another one.
You can be flexible and you can get trained for that, and you can go it.
Okay,
So
that's
that's how it
nice.
goes. Yeah. My role is like I have to take care of the backends of a lot of. It's not exactly web development backend. See, I'll explain in a example with an example.
Mm-hmm.
See, if you have two three apps like Paytm, PhonePay, and Google Pay.
Mm-hmm.
So those apps will have. We are not working on this, but this might help you with an example. So
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
have those apps, they'll have the same database. They'll have to work on the same database, right? All
Hmm.
the apps.
Yes.
If you are,
Yeah.
yeah. So for that, every app have to contact the client. Like if the bank, and then they should update. If I do in this, he should directly ask the client. This guy also has to ask the client. This guy also has. So we'll have a common space for every app, so that we'll integrate all the, like, we'll have a common backend space to integrate everything.
Mm-hmm.
Coming to one more example, if you have Flipkart, you'll have your app and also your website. Both should be having the same database. Again, directly go, like, each thing should not go to the database, like the base of the database, like have the layers, right, the core
Yeah,
layer
yeah.
of the database.
Mm-hmm.
Not that we'll have a shared space where everything comes to one place, and the apps and websites and all, everything will collect it from. So
Okay.
we'll take care about that integrated space for that. So
Okay.
we'll integrate everything, and we'll collect the data, we'll set it there.
Okay.
Then those and all will get integrated. That's how we do.
Okay.
Basically, that's what the enterprise integration business unit does.
Okay.
In that, my role is this thing. But right after you get your offer letter, you'll be said that you are a system engineer of grade something.
Okay.
So I'm of grade C1. Some other
Okay.
people will get grade Y. That is a different one. That is a lower grade.
Okay.
So how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah. So for us, my CTC, I said, right.
Yeah, yeah.
So for grade C1, there's no bond for now.
Okay.
So they didn't say a bond, but there's a catch of like they have kept a clause that to make us work for 1 year. The clause
Okay.
is like, you'll get these incentives of 60,000 by clearing the examination, right? So 60,000, you'll get it in the first three payrolls, any of three
Okay.
payrolls, 3 months. If you don't work for 1 year, you have to return that. If
Okay.
you want
Okay.
work for 1 year, you're okay. You don't have to do anything. So
Okay.
they had this catch then. So anyways, it's like working for 1 year contract,
Okay. Or else you'll end up paying 60,000
back
back
to
to
them.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And the stipend for the internship was, we did an unpaid internship and we didn't have much work in that. Like,
Okay.
it was a 4 months, but we barely did 1 month. So we didn't. We just
Oh.
got trained. We just did some certifications. We had this knowledge transfer sessions and reverse knowledge transfer sessions. That's it.
Okay.
Everything else should not be revealed exactly. So this is
Okay.
the
Okay.
thing
Okay.
which I can reveal. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And coming to the first test that you mentioned, what kind of questions were they asking you?
In
Like
the
the preliminary
placement
round?
process. In the
Yeah.
placement process. See, we'll have aptitude questions.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, aptitude questions and two codes. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Two codes were like one code. Yeah, it's cakewalk. You can do it
Okay. Okay.
if you have a basic CCPP knowledge. The second
Mm-hmm.
code is what you'll get tested much. It
Mm-hmm.
would be like the question will be easier to understand, but there will be some small tricks you have to do to finish it. It's a,
Mm-hmm.
like, it's not too difficult, it's not too easy. You can go it with a moderate level CCPP knowledge, but
Okay.
you should have your logics in your mind to work it out. That's how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Like aptitude and all. Yeah, if you are good at a basic aptitude, you can clear it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, they say the TCS platform is not very well designed.
Okay, I forgot to mention it. Yeah. Uh, to be frank, aptitude and all, it would you can clear it. When you come to the code round and all,
Coding
the
round.
compiler is very irritating and annoying.
Okay.
But they'll consider these cases and they might ask you for a retest. They'll reduce the number of people writing that test and the server load will be okay for that. But
Mm-hmm.
for me, this issue happened. But luckily, my second code didn't get compiled. But I did the code. I ran it in somewhere else. It worked. But in
Mm-hmm.
that platform, it didn't got compiled because of this server issue and all. But
Okay.
I got shortlisted. So I am thinking that they might consider the code and shortlist if the test cases aren't passed and all.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, are there any suggestions that you would offer, like on how to use this platform? Like the way you code
Okay. See, the
will do
thing.
any difference for the compiler, or?
Yeah, got your point. The thing is, do like have as much as less of space and time complexities,
Mm-hmm.
so that if you have lesser, then it would be easier for the compiler to run, and it would take less space and time. So that would
Okay.
like go with less time complexity in the code. It would be
Okay.
good. Uh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. On the overall, how do you suggest anyone to prepare for this exam, TCS Digital?
So one thing is, this would be the first company you might attend in
Yeah.
Shastra.
Yeah.
So maybe or may not be, you won't be very aware of everything, but
Mm-hmm.
I would suggest you to be like this. Have a very good aptitude. This thing, have a good speed and accuracy in dealing with aptitude.
Mm-hmm.
That helps you because the number of questions and the time you'll get for questions is actually like very less, and you should be very accurate and very fast while solving the questions.
Mm-hmm.
Coding, uh, yeah, if you are a moderate coder, if you are basically doing in HackerRank and some other coding platforms, basic level codes, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you can crack the examination. But
Okay.
everything goes there is in the
Okay.
interview is like, what do you say, it's subjective. Some people might be good with you in asking the questions, and some people will be very hard in asking questions. So
Mm-hmm.
it's very subjective. We can't, what do you say, like,
Depends on the panel.
it depends on the panel and all.
Yeah.
Some people who are very good at coding also got a panel which is very strong in their
Mm-hmm.
knowledge and all. So they got they got the ninja offer, not the digital one. So this
Okay.
happened.
Okay. That's nice.
Okay, one more thing. To be frank, if you want to join TCS, keep in mind, if you are searching for a progress, don't be here. If you are searching for a progress in your career,
Okay.
don't join TCS in the first
As your
attempt.
first job,
Yeah, as a first starting your career in TCS is not, what do you say,
recommended.
suggest, yeah, recommended. Yeah, not getting
Okay.
my terms. Yeah, not recommended. Yeah, to be frank. And if you are okay with doing your post graduation after 1 year or something, yeah, it's okay with TCS.
Okay.
One thing I can guarantee you is you'll get 100% job security until and unless you mess up with the policies of TCS. You'll stay here even if you don't work properly. Yes, if you
Okay.
if you want a job and if you don't want any appraisals and all, if you don't want to grow in your career, come here, stay here. You can stay here for lifelong. No one cares.
Okay. Okay.
That's how it goes.
Okay. So, but how was the work culture and all? Could you?
I just saw it for 1 month, so I'm not pretty sure exactly, but yeah, you'll get some pressure. I'm sure about it. You'll get your life hectic. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
TCS is luckily TCS is like a specific time related job. So if they
Okay.
say your work for this time, they won't pressure you much for next for 2 3 hours. But some days you'll get to work for extra 2 hours or something. But
Okay.
yeah, to 9 hours if you work, this that's much for them.
Okay.
That's how it's going for now.
They
I'm
won't
not sure
ask
about
anything
my,
beyond
yeah.
that for
I'm not
most
sure
of the
about
time.
my full time, but that's
Mm-hmm.
how it went in my internship.
Okay.
Uh, So it's good to work, like if you want to chill and all, it's good, but this is not good for a career to grow.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. And yeah, I forgot about the onboarding process.
Mm-hmm.
So everything goes in a portal. All they ask is for your certificates. There are some note, what do you say, non-criminal affidavits, medical certificates and all,
Mm-hmm.
rather than your this thing, what do you say, grade sheets and 12th and certificates.
Mm-hmm.
So those and all are extra stuff and all. And
Okay.
they, even if you didn't get your result and all, a bona fide from the college would be fine,
Oh,
that you finish your examinations on this date, you don't have any
okay.
backlogs, your current CGPA this is this, and you'll get your results on some particular date. A bona fide from
Mm-hmm.
the college would be great. That's it. They don't ask for final year certificate or graduation certificate right in the joining. They'll
Okay.
ask you later onwards if you have the time.
Okay. Okay.
So uh, if you are not in a business unit, or if you're not pre-mapped to some business unit, they'll have your training called ILP.
Mm-hmm.
So if it is now, it's going work from home because of this situation.
Yeah.
So if the normal process is like, they'll call you to your preferred location or allotted location.
Mm-hmm.
They'll provide you some accommodation there for 2 or 3 weeks, how many days you'll get the training.
Mm-hmm.
They'll cut it from your house rent allowance.
Yeah.
uh, you'll get 2 or 3 weeks initial learning program. If you clear
Okay.
it, you're ready to project.
Okay. You'll
And
be
there's
assigned
one
to
more
project.
catch. I said an examination which asks you to clear and get 80% for the 60,000, right?
Yeah.
The performance on that exam also, the performance in that exam also reflects your training period, like reflects in your training period. If you
Okay.
get 80%, you'll have a very less training period. If you get
Oh.
50%, you'll have much more training period. It depends on that percentage of,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Varup.
This whole process.
Yeah, Varup. That was a nice session with you. Okay. Yeah.
So
Thank you for your time. Yeah.
yeah, it was my pleasure. Uh,
Yeah.
okay.